Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how I put my hair up in hot curlers and the end result. So this is day one hair. My hair is clean and I just got out of the shower and just gave it a quick blow dry. I didn't like completely round brush it and like try to straighten it or anything because I knew I was going to do the hot rollers video. So what I'm using today is Conair Ion Shine. And this has 12 curlers in it, and it is plugged in, and I have turned it to the on position, so they are nice and hot. The first thing I do when I'm going to do this is I always separate my hair into basically two sections, I guess you could say. I go up kind of from like the arch of my eyebrows and back, and I just pull up this entire like center section, and I'm just going to pin that out of the way. That's it for sectioning. The rest of my hair will be done in a different way, but this section gets treated a little special since this center part area is the part that shows the most. You know, that's the part that comes down. So you really want to pay attention and shape that section a lot more. So one thing that I like to do when I do these curlers is the John Frieda Brilliant Brunette Liquid Shine Shock Perfecting Glosser. Illuminates and polishes for all brunettes. No, this isn't sponsored. This is just kind of like a gel stuff that you can put in your wet hair or dry hair as it's drying. Do you see how it's like shimmery? Maybe hard to see. Anyway, it's kind of like a clear gel with like little sparkles in it. It's very strange. But I just put a little bit in my hands and I'm running it through like the bottom half of my hair just to help it look a little bit more healthy when it's all finished. I don't use it on the roots because I find it makes my hair feel a little greasy, and I like to get as many days out of my hair before I have to wash it as possible. Come on, can't blame me. So the first thing I'm going to do as far as applying the curlers is show you that they come out of the thing like this, and then they're just completely, what's the word I'm looking for, cylindrical. So all of the curlers of the hair that I have down currently, not the part I have up, these ones I'm going to grab about 2-inch sections, maybe 1.5-inch sections, depending on how thick your hair is. You want to get all of your hair in 12 sections. I reserve 3 to 4 curlers just for the top. So I want to get about 8, get the rest of my hair that's still down in about 8 curls. So that's, you know, 4 on each half. So however you want to do that. But I take the hot roller and I take it to the end of the hair and I put the hair around it and curl it a little bit and hold it with my thumb. And then I just roll it up. And how high you go is up to you. I don't find that I get ringlets with this kind of curling device, so I don't mind curling it all the way up to the roots. And then I take one of these clips here. They're like little like horseshoe things with a little curvy area. I put the curvy side closest to my head, and I just pin it around the curler, and that keeps the curler in place. So I'm going to put the curlers in this direction all the way around my head except for this last section, which we'll do together. So I'm just going to take another section here and I will grab another curler, grab another curler, place it at the end of the hair and curl it up towards me. If you have layers, you can just wrap it like this one popped out. You just wrap it back underneath and hold it with your thumb until it gets incorporated into the curler. And then once you have it where you want it, you add the pin. So even the hairs in the back get done the same way, the same style, I guess you could say, the same positioning. It's just, it feels a little different to do it because it's behind your head. So what I end up doing is I actually pull the hair outward like this and apply the curler that way instead of doing it over here and then trying to like figure out which way is correct. I just do it from the back of my hair like that. So I'm going to go ahead and put in the rest of these curls here, and I'll be right back so we can do the top together. So now I have all of the bottom layer of my hair up in the curlers, and they all go like left to right. These curlers are actually going to go left to right as well, but they're going to actually go in like a mohawk. So I'm just taking down this top section. This is what I have left, and I have exactly 4 rollers left. Curlers, or whatever you want to call them. Isn't that cute? So I will point out that of the 12 curlers, one of these has a light indicator at the top, and of course mine doesn't work, but it has a little dot, and that dot will be red when it's hot, and when it turns cool, and then it'll turn white. So when it turns cool, that's when you know it's okay to go ahead and take down your curlers. So what I do is I use that curler with the dot on it as my very last curl that I put in, and here's why. Because I want to know that all of my curls are cool. So if I do it on the last one, because that curler just came out of the heating element, that one is done, then that means the rest of the ones on my head are done. So I reserve that one for the very front piece. The other curlers, the other 11, I just use them for whatever section they come to, whichever one I grab, no big deal. So I'm just going to brush out this section really quickly. I already brushed it before I started the process, so it's not like super tangled or anything. I just want to make sure I don't have any major problems going on. Okay, so I have exactly 4 curlers left. So I know I want this front section to be last. So I'm just going to go ahead and pin that and pin it over here out of my way just for a second. Just long enough for me to, you know, do the other 3 behind it. So I'm just going to start from the back, and I'm going to grab another, you know, 1 to 2 inch section, this section here, and I'm going to do my curler. Drag it to the very end of the hair. I'm sorry you can't see right now. To the very, very tip of the hair. Stand it up tall and then curl it down. And then I will use the little U thing to clip it in place. Okay, so now I have this section, and I'm going to split that into 2. So I'll go ahead and take this section here. Okay, then the last section I have down is this here. So of course, you know what I'm going to do. Stand it up, take the curler all the way to the tips and roll it down. Pin it in place, and then I'll release that final section from the clip that I separated it with, and I will go ahead and use the final curler. So this is that last section. Pull it forward. Lift it up. Okay, so I'm just going to pin this one in place. And then whenever the indicator light would turn white, that's when you would know it's okay to go ahead and take them down. My indicator light's broken, so I'm going to go by feel. When this one in the top feels cool, like room temperature, then I will know that it is time to take down all of my curls. When that happens, I will be back and show you how to take them down and what they look like when they're done. All right, so it's been about 15 minutes and my curlers are cool to the touch, so I am going to go ahead and just remove the little U-shaped things and let the curls down. So do you see, even though I curled it all the way up to my head, it's not like a spiral, like super short curl that's very old-fashioned. So I'm just going to go ahead down the lower section of the hair first and remove these, and then I'll remove the final 4 on the top layer. Alright, so I just removed all the curlers, and this is what I'm left with, some really bouncy, voluminous curls. And it didn't shrink them up to here, even though I put in the curlers all the way up to my hair. So I am not going to brush these out. I'm just going to part my hair to the side and apply a little bit of hairspray. This is the John Frieda Frizzy's Moisture Barrier Firm Hold Hairspray. 24-hour humidity resistance for expert frizz-free hold. That's a mouthful. But I really just don't want these curls to fall, so I'm making sure to spray them from. Of course, you can go ahead and tease your hair, part it a different way, style it half up, but I just really like the voluminous curls that I get from the method of curling my hair. Thanks for watching. Bye.